I have to admit, I was more than a little skeptical when I first got my hands on the Vortex Razor UHD 10x32 Binoculars and the GlassPak Pro Harness. Over the years, I've tried out a handful of different binoculars, and more often than not, I've been left feeling a bit underwhelmed. Either they've been too heavy to wear for extended periods, or the image quality just hasn't lived up to my expectations. But from the moment I started using the Vortex Razor UHD, I knew I had something special on my hands. If you're interested in learning more about these binoculars, the link is in the description, where you can check out the product details on Amazon. One of the first things that struck me about the Vortex Razor UHD was how lightweight they are. Weighing in at just 19.4 ounces, they feel almost weightless compared to my old binoculars, which tipped the scales at 25 ounces. I recently took them out for a 4-hour dawn patrol, and I was amazed at how comfortable they were to wear. My neck never once complained, and I didn't feel like I was lugging a brick around my neck. The magnesium chassis is a big part of what makes these binoculars so light, yet tough. It's a clever design choice that makes a real difference in the field. But it's not just the weight that sets the Vortex Razor UHD apart, the glass is where these binoculars really shine. The combination of the Schmidt Pechan prism and index-matched lenses gives you a crisp, color-true image that's hard to find in binoculars at any price point, let alone in this class. I was out watching a scarlet tanager at 100 yards, and the red was so vivid and lifelike that I felt like I was right there in the tree with the bird. Even at dusk, when most optics start to lose their luster, the Razor UHD still pulls detail out of the shadows. It's a remarkable thing to see, and it's made me realize just how much I've been missing out on with my old binoculars. Another feature that's quickly become a favorite of mine is the right eye diopter. It's a small thing, but once you get used to having it, you'll wonder how you ever managed without it. Basically, you just set it once to your dominant eye, and then you can quickly focus the left barrel without having to hunt around for the diopter wheel. It's the kind of feature that makes a real difference when you're tracking fast-moving birds or scanning a distant ridgeline. It's amazing how much of a difference it can make, and it's something that I've come to appreciate more and more as I've continued to use the Vortex Razor UHD. I've also been impressed with the waterproofing and fog-proofing on these binoculars. Thanks to the argon purging and O-ring seals, I can use them in just about any conditions without worrying about them getting damaged. I accidentally dropped them in a puddle last month, and I was amazed to find that they were still crystal clear the next morning. It's a big relief to know that I don't have to worry about my binoculars getting ruined if I get caught in a sudden downpour or drop them in a stream. And with Vortex's unlimited VIP warranty, I know I'm covered for life, no matter what happens. That kind of peace of mind is worth the price of admission right there. The GlassPak Pro Harness is another unsung hero in this package. It's not just a strap, it's a fully thought-out system designed to make carrying your binoculars as comfortable and convenient as possible. The neoprene shoulder pad distributes the weight evenly, and the quick-adjust sternum strap lets you cinch it tight so the binoculars don't bounce around when you're on the move. I've used cheaper harnesses that dig into your shoulders after 20 minutes, but this one is a different story altogether. I've worn it for hours on end, and I forget I'm even wearing it. It's that comfortable. I've also been using the Vortex Razor UHD for stargazing lately, and I've been blown away by the results. The 10x magnification is perfect for pulling in Jupiter's moons and the Andromeda Galaxy, and the image is remarkably stable, even when I'm hand-holding the binoculars. The only real downside I've found with the Vortex Razor UHD is the price. These aren't cheap binoculars, and if you're just starting out, it might feel like overkill to spend this much money. But trust me, these binoculars are worth every penny. The clarity, the comfort, and the warranty all come together to make a package that's hard to beat. If you're serious about optics, and you want the best, the Vortex Razor UHD 10x32 and GlassPak Pro Harness are a killer combo that will serve you well for years to come. If you're on the fence, I'd highly recommend giving them a try, you won't be disappointed. And if you're ready to take the plunge, the link is below if you want to take a closer look.